now I want to get into like the meat and potatoes of gaming.
Meat
Because
and potatoes.
there is a game that came out that has blown up the internet.
Can I take a guess? Did it just come out?
What's it called?
Did it just come out in like the last couple
You
days?
just tell me a name.
Palworld?
Yes.
Yeah, if I wanted to turn this, that's the game I wanted to talk about. Because who doesn't want Pokemon with guns?
The idea. First of all, there's a huge controversy on whether or not it's like blatant copyright with Nintendo and Game Freak. And quite frankly, I don't want to hear a single fucking thing. Do you know how long the Pokemon community has begged Nintendo and Game Freak to evolve the series to something else? This is why I ridicule
To stop like printing out the same game with another set of 150 Pokemon.
I ridiculed the hell out of you and everyone else who bought the newest release because like what you're signing up for is like, yes, I will have zero expectations for this. You can lean on my nostalgia as much as you want, and there will be no amount of me, however small, that will ever criticize anything that you do. And I'm screaming in the corner like, can we please evolve this fucking
It holds and
franchise?
will forever hold a special spot in my heart.
And that is exactly, you know what Nintendo heard? He'll buy whatever the fuck we put on a Pokemon label.
Now, look, I will say I am
Smack
sick
that bitch and
fucking tired of the new Pokemon that is like a teacup, a washing machine.
They got
a
so
light.
lazy with the development of like, stop coming out with new
that's
ones.
it.
Just develop the ones that you've already created.
Make a different
Yeah.
stuff. They tried with Arceus. It's a different.
I saw, yeah.
Like once
saw that.
Pokemon got to the sit-down console, I think that kind of reinvigorated like the fan base because it was just the same game.
Well,
And I know that.
with Palworld, I think we should play it together. 'Cause
I'm
it's
so
like
excited that we both had the same game to talk about because I have it up here right here, January 19th release date. It has a 9 out of 10 on Steam
Oh, it's
and
great
an
reviews.
8 out of 10 on IGN.
And this might be controversial. I love survival games. Like that.
Yeah, I heard you can't heal. Like there's some like granted, I'm very surface level. I only read a few things.
It's early access. There's going to be so many things. That's why this game just got released, and there's like complaints about some of the mechanics and some of the parts of the game. But of course, it's early access.
Right.
This is what Baldur's Gate did 3 years before it released to, obviously we know what the reviews are for Baldur's Gate, but it's made $189 million on Steam alone.
It has 2 million people are playing it.
It broke concurrent player counts. I think there's only one game, which I think is PUBG on Steam charts, that has more historical active players at one time ever. So the fact that it was this easy to make Pokemon kind of refreshing and
It's making
original.
Pokemon worry because that's why they're trying to go after them legally, I'm sure.
They are. Oh, it's already came out that Nintendo and Game Freak are looking into officially this game.
I mean, this is the
and
first
potential copyright issues.
This is the first game that I believe would have tried to challenge Pokemon. Pokemon's kind of lived in its own realm.
I'll be honest, they have gone as far as I would feel comfortable going, not going on copyright infringement. They went up to the line and said, "We're fine here, but we want to prove a point to you with this." I think.
Now, so obviously, excuse my ignorance, but is it like you and I could play together?
Oh, it's cooperative. There is no PvP, so yes, we can play cooperatively. Yes.
Oh, I would do that.
So the early part of the game is pure survival. You're going out and you're getting these
pals.
Thank you. And you're recruiting them because every one of them can fulfill a role at camp and make your life easier, whether or not it's a building construction, whether or not it's food, whether or not it's
so basically,
water,
like
agriculture.
Pokemon have in like the anime, they used them
Have roles.
They like build things like
Yes.
Machop and Machoke and Machamp.
Exactly.
They were like construction workers.
Yes. And you know how
things.
Pokemon's never used any of that.
Oh no.
Well, they're taking that concept and running with it. So the aspect of going with guns and going to kill them, or I should say knock them out to get them as to your
because
your
I heard it
house.
like you do catch them in a way.
You do. Yeah. That's later in the game. So it starts as like this survival game, and then it bridges into this catch-em-all game. But in the beginning, you're getting ones for essential building growth and like camp growth, and I like that. I'm like convinced survival games that like go up like in difficulty the longer you're
I've
playing.
never played a survival game.
You never played Ark?
Oh my god! If I could have broke that disc and slit my wrist, my lord,
Wait, really?
Hated that game.
Oh man,
the
Ark was
graphics were sickening. Almost, I just wanted to projectile vomit. it was just so bad.
Dramatic.
My God, I bought that because of you.
Oh, I loved Ark.
I went and
Played
was like,
so
hey,
long.
this sounds fun. Let's give it a shot.
How long did you play it?
Oof. Maybe a solid, I'll say 10 minutes.
Okay, so you never gave it a shot.
No, but like the graphics
First
were
impressions
terrible.
are
The
important.
controls were awful. Everything about it was just dumb.
I loved Ark.
This, looking at it, I'm actually like, the style looks good. The
Yes.
artwork looks fun. Now, you know me, God, that looks just like Eevee.
There's okay. That's
There's
why I
one
said
that is like-
they get up to the point of like,
My God.
is this copyright? But they're like, we feel as though we're comfortable standing on this side of that line, right?
No,
So-
I'm absolute. I will play this.
Well, there is a modder who came out with a mod for the game already
What does that mean?
that replaces the pals with Pokemon. Nintendo's already come after them. Yeah, he had a tweet or something coming out, or they had a tweet come out and said, "Yes, Nintendo's come after me." So that's been removed and taken off as a mod. But
Man,
yes.
I see Don Fan. I see Pikachu. I see Vulpix.
Oh, there's a Electabuzz. There is.
Oh no, I'm in. Now I'm looking at the images online. I'm in.
You know why I'm excited about like the designs? Because it feels like new Pokemon. That's what it actually feels like. The reason why Nintendo's probably so mad is because these designs are probably like, they're mad they couldn't go back to some of these because they're different
Right.
enough to be new.
You can't remake Eevee. You can't remake Pikachu.
Well, they did remake Eevee. They have how many evolutions?
No. The traditional Eevee
Right.
has
The
not been
original
remade.
Eevee.
But now we just make evolutions for the horror Pokemon to become. Let
me look at Steam charts.
I see a Flaffy, a Mareep.
All right, so looking at Steam charts, palworld is right now concurrent players around the world playing right now.
Okay.
Number 1 on all of Steam. It's better than it has more.
How much is it?
$30.
No, I'd pay that.
I don't don't quote me. I'm gonna go look in a second. 820,000 concurrent players. Counter-Strike 2 has 500,000, which is number 2.
Why the fuck is it $79.99?
Did they raise
Just
the
kidding.
price?
It's $29.99.
Okay, so I was right. It's $30.
So you can buy Palworld, the game, and soundtrack bundle for $34.18.
Rye, the peak players, all-time Steam record, all-time.
Okay.
So was Counter-Strike at 1,277,000 players,
Oh, I think this has almost doubled it.
over 2 million.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, easy, because I
2
think, like, I'm in.
That's incredible.
Is this
incredible.
another Let's Play?
Oh, absolutely yes, 1,000,000%.
Well, you have to have a computer. Do you think your computer can run it?
Probably. I did hear it actually runs fairly well. As long as your system is competent, it should run fairly well. Yeah. This is crazy. 2 million all-time peak players. In the last 24 hours, it's had 1.9 million.
I'm watching
players.
more of this gameplay, and yes, they're at that line.
They're at the line.
They're at the line.
But I also feel as though they're comfortably on the side of it to where they have a very legal argument to disprove Nintendo's claim if they come after them of copyright infringement. It's so much different from a gameplay perspective. None of Pokemon's a survival game.
Right.
You aren't having weapons and like taking these things out the way you
Oh
are
no,
in
this
this
looks
game.
really fun. I'm just watching it go by.
Yes.
And you know me, I will forever and always love Pokemon.
I will too. Yes.
I
I also expect
I'm
evolution.
not scared to get into this. Like,
do
you
you
know, like
mean?
most other games, I hesitate because it's not World of Warcraft.
Yeah, we're slowly going to pull you out of
And
it.
you know, my computer's, if I'm at my computer, it's World of Warcraft.
Yeah, sure.
If I'm not at my computer, then it's fine. But that is it. I have a machine that is overbuilt.
You have a World of Warcraft machine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually,
well,
it's pretty better, but
well, the longer we go with this whole new framework of the channel and like having gaming be a part of the channel in a bigger sense, we're going to start to pull you out of that. And I think Palworld is going to be
I'm good.
what we thought Sons of the Forest was going to be.
I never heard of that.
You played it.
Huh?
You played it with me and John.
Sons of the Forest?
Yeah, didn't you download Sons of the Forest and play it with me and John?
No, I did
was
Lost Ark.
Lost. We also did Lost Ark, but that's not a survival game.
No.
Yeah. You.
I've
did
never
Lost
played
Ark,
a survival game.
ever. Besides 10 minutes of Ark, which I'm offended
was
if you're
just
hanging
enough.
over 10 minutes.
Which was just enough.
God damn it. By the way, just so everyone knows who is like new to the channel, he's played Ark for 10 minutes and hated it, and played Elden Ring for 2 minutes, killed some sheep, picked some flowers, and hated it. Okay? That's what we're dealing with here. So
I wish I could get those minutes back.
my man has to be convinced from the moment you load the game up to go, all right. Where normally, like normal people, give it an hour, 3 hours,
Yeah, but
2 game sessions before they can formulate a real opinion and then go, okay, I don't like it for X, Y, and Z. Because I've tried these different things and therefore I got negative emotions or feelings or reactions out of it from doing those things. Therefore, I don't like it. I will go to my grave that you would have liked Elden Ring if you gave it a chance.
And if it had any structure to it.
You would never like the story because
There isn't.
Yeah, there's a deep story.
True, I
There's
bet there
lore
is.
channels about Elden Ring story. Yeah, that are coming out that people are finding out today. Like, it's extremely deep.
I'll never go back to that. It is on. So I got it for PS4, and when I got PS5 for Baldur's Gate, it's in my like library. They're like, do you want to download it? I'm like, no, you can take it back. I don't even want to look at it.
At one point, we're gonna get to I swear to God, Ryan, we're gonna try. Oh my God, the DLC is gonna come out. Shadow of the Erdtree. It's coming
great.
out in about 6 months.
Next thing I'll be downloading is
Probably.
palworld. Okay.
No, honestly, if I'm very happy to know that you want to play this because we can do it together.
No, I was on with my guild on Warcraft, and some guy was just in voice, not playing Warcraft.
Yeah.
He's playing palworld. And I'm like, wait a minute, I have to. So I went. I'm on my computer,
Sure.
and I have dual monitor, but I still use my phone to look things up because it's just easier. It's closer to my heart. And but I liked it. And then I wanted to talk about it here.
Yeah.
And conveniently, we both wanted to talk about it.
We did.
Because it is taking the world by storm.
We both want to play it too.